Welcome to the Howdy Boomy podcast. Today is Friday, January the 5th. And on Fridays, we give our award out, the Schiffhead of the Week, named for the designated liar-in-chief for the Democratic congressional districts in California, our Congressman Adam Schiff, who made a living out of I hate Donald Trump. That's all he did. He lied about Trump. He lied about everything. And the award is given in his name to a person who is like him. You don't trust him. You wouldn't let him hold your wallet while you went swimming. You wouldn't let him babysit your kids, who just keeps on going and lying and gets away with it and doesn't realize that people already know what he is. And this week, like every week, there's all kinds of people we could give it to. But I'm going to give it to a racist, a black racist, who has always been a black racist, the Reverend Al Sharpton. Now, I want you to understand that he became a reverend at the age of 5. Think about that. Think about where you practice your religion, a mosque, a temple, a church. Think of yourself at 5 years old if you would be a reverend. So I have no idea what kind of church he's reverend of, the Church of Monday Night Football, the Church of Rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub. I have no idea, but it makes him seem legitimate. And he has made a living out of black versus white. Claudine Gay is the president of Harvard University. She's a plagiarist. She's a liar. She's a black female. She testified before Congress about the protests and anti-Semitism prevalent on Harvard's campus and gave some very inane answers, that some even though that she supported the elimination of the Jewish state. She resigned, even though Barack Hussein Obama went to the Harvard board and said keep her, probably because she was a black female, and we can't have black females fired. It was a racist action by Obama, and a racist action, again, by Al Sharpton. He went to the offices of Bill Ackman, who's a billionaire who donates to Harvard, and called for Claudine Gay's dismissal. He's an alumnus of Harvard, and Sharpton picketed his offices because he was a racist. What he did was a race thing. See, understand something. When a black person commits some type of action and has to take responsibility for it, there's no other way to put it. Instead of accepting it, he says they're persecuted because of the race card. The black people pull the race card as often as they can because that's what they're taught to do by people like the biggest racist of all, the Reverend Al Sharpton. So he gets our Schiffhead of the Week, a person who just is a lowlife. And you hope he goes away because we're above that. The last thing Al Sharpton wants is people to get along no matter what the color of their skin, because then he's out of business. He's a liar. He's a racist. Al Sharpton is a racist. He's our Schiffhead of the Week. Watch the Howdy Boomy podcast on YouTube. Go to howdyboomy.com for great boomer ideas. We're going to take this country back. One by one, we have to vote. No matter what you believe, you have to vote. Have a great weekend. God bless you. God bless the United States of America.